the show, everyone. We're going to have some fun right now on my show. My first guests have been on with me several times. I have with me Sheila and Louis Rose. They're the owners of Cruise Planners, and we are live on Facebook. So I do want to say hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to share the show later on. We're going to talk a little bit about today. I gotta first do this before we get it right out there. I know they call it Cruise Planners, and you're like the #1 franchise out there, and like number out of 3 out of like the world. I don't know what it is, but it's high up there. Country. But the thing is they call it Cruise Planners, but it's not just cruises. So I just want you to tell everybody a little bit about that.
Okay. We do even though it's called Cruise Planners.
Talk to them.
Even though we do Cruise Planners, and we do plan cruises, we can set up any kind of vacation you want, whether it's resort travel, land tours, all-inclusives, any type of trip you are thinking of, almost, because once in a while there's one we can take care of for you. And we want you to know that just give us a holler, and we will be happy to do it. And I know some people are on the fence, and people are thinking about the holidays, and first of all, makes a trip, even a short one, makes a great holiday gift. If you live in the Arizona area, you might want to go to Mexico, Cabo, Cancun, any of those places for a few days. They're easy to get to, they're only a few hours away. We can set it up as an all-inclusive, and you'll have a great time. But for those who are still on the fence, we want to let you know that people are booking now through 2007, and you only
27.
Right, 2027. I do that all the time. So 2027, they are putting down their deposits, and you only have to give us a deposit. Be aware that some deposits are only a few dollars. You don't have to give the whole thing at once. They are fully refundable if you don't go on the vacation. And if you still don't know where you want to go, but you know you want to go, then we can sit and talk together and try and hone in on what will work for you.
So what we want to talk about today is the sense of urgency. The sense of urgency is so important when it comes to planning, especially if you want to go on a cruise. And Louis, you and I were talking before the show, and I want you to tell everybody some of the reasons why there's such a sense of urgency. There should be such a sense of urgency. I'll get it out. Sense of urgency.
What are they saying?
Well, there are people that are booking their trips all the way into 2027. Some of those lines have already got their destinations planned, and they do this 2 and 3 years out and start publishing it. But even so, as you get closer to the trip leaving, you don't get all the benefits and the amenities that you might get if you planned it even further in advance. I would venture to say that probably if you're going out, you should be traveling at least for the summer of 2025 and maybe for the fall of 2025. Other than that, even 2026, we've already taken some deposits at this point in time because they want to make sure that they get the stateroom that they like, they get the amenities that they like, and the dinner plans that they like, all of those things that go into making it a better trip, a wonderful trip, a beautiful vacation. It's time to book it now so that you know that you have all these benefits locked in the way you want them locked in and not have to take any leftovers.
So what they want to do is have you talk to them. You know, maybe you want to go on a trip, you got something coming up that you want to do for your, people that you work with, right? You
Definitely.
do a lot of those. The holidays are around the corner. You can still go if you want. They have some great specials. We're going to talk about some of those as well. If you want to go, my daughter's getting married. It's not for another year, but we're talking about it now. Once you know what you want and you're honed in on it, now you can put a little deposit. We're talking about a little deposit most of the time.
Many of the times, deposits are anywhere I've seen from $99 a person to over $900 a person, depending on the pricing of your cruise and where you want to go. So, and again, they're refundable.
Yeah, I mean, it really makes sense to speak to them. And this is where we're going to go now after that segue, okay? Because people need to understand that there's reasons to call somebody who can help you with your travel like them. Because number one, they are, first of all, you're so much fun people, you know, and you're talking about doing fun for other people. You know, it's all a fun thing that we're talking about generally,
We
right?
hope so.
And when I've had people that we've heard that they say, once they've worked with Sheila and Louis, they'll never do it on their own again. And the reason why is because number one reason is what? Because of your service.
Our service, the amenities and the different specials we can get you, the fact that you can spend hours on the computer trying to set it up, and you still sometimes make a mistake. And if you make a mistake, who are you gonna call? Now, we aren't Ghostbusters, we're Cruise Busters. And when you make a mistake, we give you very, very personalized business. I've been called by people from the ship, I've been called from land, I've been called from everywhere, and they just say, Sheila, here's the problem, what do we do? And we try and solve it. Whether it's, you know, we can solve it immediately for them, as fast as we can, we try and get it solved.
Now, the other thing is the specials. Specials that they can get that you cannot get. I don't care who you are, you're not gonna be able to get those specials like they are. That's because they actually own the franchise, which is Cruise Planners. You can check them out on their website, which is travelhelp, the number 4, the letter U.com, and write this number down. It's 480-297-4964. We're also going to open up the lines of the audience for everyone to be able to call in and get a $100 gift certificate towards
Absolutely.
your trip, whatever you take, whichever it is, land or sea or whatever it is, you're going to get a $100 gift certificate towards that. And you could call me at 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. I'm letting everyone call throughout the rest of the show for that.
Right, and don't forget trains. I forgot to mention train rides.
Trains, they can do it all. They really can do it all, even business
And
travel.
on that subject, I want to say that now there are more cruises leaving from the West Coast than ever before. So if you're on a little bit tighter of a budget, you can get to San Diego or Long Beach or Los Angeles and go north or south for a lot less than you think, because you don't have to take that plane ride to get to Fort Lauderdale or to Miami or to any of the ports of call on the East Coast.
So it's even easier now.
We're here in Arizona. You can get to a port of call by car in 4 or 5 hours.
So you're saying that holiday gift time, let's just end with that because we're going to go to a break
Yeah.
soon.
Holiday gift time is wonderful. What a great surprise to plan a holiday trip. There might even be room, maybe, I can't guarantee it, on one of the ships to go now for the holidays.
And you know what, folks? We've got our lines open here, and they're offering $100 towards any trip you take with them. And our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. They just want to talk to you. That's what they said before you came on. That's all we want to do. We like to talk to you, find out what is it that you're thinking about doing, you know? And if you want to have fun, these are the people to call. Also, if you're looking for deals, these are the people to call. You're not going to get the deals by doing it yourself. So go up onto their website. It's travelhelp, the number 4, the letter U.com. You can call them direct. Their number is 480-297-4964, and the holidays are right around the corner, so let's get going on those gifts and give them a trip. That would be the awesome thing to do. Again, our number here is 602-277-5369. Check them out. It's travelhelp, the number 4, the letter U.com. Hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute. We're still live in the room. We're still live, so we're going to keep on going.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, so we really got that out, I think, right? Okay, now do you want to come back and kind of talk about the weekly specials?
Yeah, I have it here.
Okay.
Okay, so should I do this now?
No, you can do it over the air, but you can
Okay.
talk to me a little bit about it
All
now.
right, so right now, we have every week we get new weekly specials, okay, from our company. And these are, some of them are our group trips. Our company books groups sometimes 2 years in advance so that we can save everybody money. So like right now, to go to Australia, I can save you 65% off the fare for an interior balcony. Or 64% off, again on Royal Caribbean. They're going to Alaska. I can get you 64% off on that too.
Oh, Alaskan trips are fabulous.
Oh my God, Alaskan trips are wonderful.
My God.
In fact, Alaska is so booked up right now that if you don't have a sense of urgency to call us immediately, you're not
right now from
necessarily
somebody.
going to get that. Oh my goodness. That's my other phone. I forgot to turn off my.
That's okay, you're okay.
So, and there's a lot more that we do get. So you have to be aware that our company, because we are loved by our vendors, and trust me, or try and trust me, we meet our vendors and we meet them several times a year, and all they can tell us is how much they love our company and that our company books more than anybody else with them. So if you want, and they'll tell us, if you want something off, they're gonna deal with us before they deal with other people.
Okay. That makes sense. Got it.
Let me say it first.
Huh?
I'll do your introduction.
You like to, you can.
Yeah.
I will tell you that I find that people are funny, you know.
Really?
Yeah. And they love to, you know, they want something, but they want the information. I'm finding that more than anything, right?
Gotta talk about my commission, how our commissions are paid.
Commissions?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's important.
Hey. Here we go. So welcome back, everyone. During the break, we always like to talk a little bit and meet and talk more about what people do, especially on Facebook land here. So, you know, one of the things that we were talking about is your franchise, not just yours in particular, the whole franchise books so many trips that the cruise lines and all the people, all your vendors that you work with love you. And that is one of the reasons why they're able to get deals more than other people.
Right, our vendors, we go to a lot of different events for our company, whether it's a training event, a cruise event, a tour event. We try and go to as many as possible, and we listen to webinars constantly that are on, and we're always educating ourselves. And when we meet our vendors, they'll tell you point blank, our company books more trips through that particular vendor than anybody else in travel. Therefore, they're gonna give us the best pricing. And just to give you an idea,
Listen up, this is really cool, guys. Listen to what they've got.
Royal Caribbean is giving a 64% off, a 64% off of Australia, Alaska, and many other cruises. I have a whole list online where for myself, where I can find specials for you.
Now that's through them only. Can you imagine getting 64% off a trip that can get you to Alaska? That Alaskan cruise is supposed to be phenomenal.
It's my favorite place that we've ever gone to in the world. We like to recommend Land and Sea because it's my personal opinion. When you see Denali, besides all the other places you go by sea, but when you go up to Denali, it's beyond magnificent.
Now, we've got our lines open here for everyone to get, they want to give a $100 gift certificate towards your trip, whatever trip you take with them. Land, cruise, train, bus, doesn't matter what it is, I just said
And you
bus.
can do almost all of it in the Land and Sea in Alaska.
Absolutely. Now, and they have specials, and that's what we're talking about right now, that nobody else can get. So you can call them direct at 480-297-4699. 4964. You can go and check them out on their website. You can also talk to them from their website, which is travelhelp, the number 4, the letter U.com, or call in here and get this $100 gift card towards your trip. And our number here is 602-277-5369. Do you want to talk about any more specials before we go to commissions and how they understand this?
Louis, you wanted to talk about commissions?
Yeah, I'll talk about commissions. There is no commission to the traveler. They pay nothing. Shipping companies, the vendors, all the vendors, whether it's an all-inclusive resort, whether it's a guided tour, or whether it's a cruise, they all have they do the paying for your trip, or your like I said, guided tour.
So you know what, the point is that there is no charge for you to use their services.
Right, consumers
The
pay their
charge is
services.
already there, and there's no discounting. There never has been, there never will be, so it's part of their cost of doing business.
And they can get you deals that nobody can. I'm gonna tell you right now, what I've heard is that people love working with them, because number one, because of the specials that they've been able to get, but also because of the service that they offer you to help make your trip the best trip out there. And on top of that, if God forbid anything does go wrong, they're there to help you as well.
We are, and let me emphasize that you will learn once you work with us or talk to us that you can trust us. When you are on a trip and you run into a problem and you call somebody for help, you're gonna get a different person every time. We don't believe in that in our company. We believe to be hands-on. So when you have a problem, because hopefully you won't, that's the most important thing, that there's somebody there to help you with your situation. And you always have our phone number.
Their phone number is 480-297-4964. You know, Louis, I'm just gonna have you mention something really quickly before you get to go to the guided line tours, okay? Because before you came on, you said something that blew me away, okay? You said, you know, in the movies, when you see the ships and they've got that little tiny circle, that was your
Oh,
window,
yes.
right? And you know, there's different, there's interior, there's not interior, there's balcony, there's non-balcony, there's with a tiny hole for your window. But you've even said, what did you say?
That they have in the interior, lower parts of the ship, they have staterooms that have no outside views. So what they do is they run a video in a fake window.
And how would you like that? And you didn't know because you went and you thought you got the best deal possible, and then you booked it and you went on your trip and you're standing there in your teeny weeny, insy bincy little tiny room that has a video for the view. Isn't that great? But now if you call them, that's not gonna happen. That'll never happen with them.
Well, we try and work with what you're looking for and within your budget, Carol. So, now we do have people who do like interior rooms, for whatever reason, they do. And, you know, we do what you need, we work around your budget, we spend a lot of time trying to suit your needs.
And they're even giving you a $100 gift card towards your travel, whatever travel that is, by calling me at 602-277-5369. And I'm gonna let everyone call throughout the rest of the show.
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
I want people should know that there's no surprises at the end. When you get to your trip, all your expectations have been met. It's all up front. You know exactly where you're staying. You know if you're port side. You know if you're on the other side of the ship. You know everything and what to expect, and there's going to be no disappointment in the trip.
Now,
you make up everything.
the other thing is that you do also try and tell people that you love all-inclusive.
Yes, we do, all-inclusive. First of all, on cruising, when you go into an all-inclusive, that means that when you walk out, unless you've bought something that isn't included in the all-inclusive, like when I get on a ship, I'm still a shopper, and I love shopping. They have beautiful shops on the ship, and they have beautiful art auctions sometimes on the ship. So I do buy things that aren't included in the quote-unquote, all-inclusive. So, but whether it's a land cruise or a land tour, and let me tell you, land tours, if you don't like cruising, go to a resort or a land tour. Land tours are very small. And they just don't have as many people. You can go on a land tour with only 12 people on it. You can take your whole family. So, at least I could. I highly recommend, and if you do get seasick and you don't wanna go on a ship, take a land tour or go to a resort. There are resorts that are adults only, there are resorts that are family friendly, there are resorts that are pet friendly. So, and we don't just book for people who live in Arizona, we can book for anybody in the world also.
Here's the sense of urgency, folks. The sense of urgency is if you want to travel or if you've been thinking about it, call them. Let them have that conversation with you. They'll tell you all about where you want to go. They'll tell you what the good places are, the not good places are. They know the ins and outs of everything. That's their job. That's what they do. It's no cost to you. So the phone number to call them direct, it's 480-297-4964. It's travel help, the number 4, the letter U.com. Go ahead.
I just want to reiterate, time is of the importance. If you want the best spot on the ship for whatever category you go in, because don't forget, there's different interior categories, different balconies, different suites, there's different everything. So if you want the best, please call now so we can get those reservations going. We do a lot of time on this, we put in a lot of research for everyone. And if we don't know an answer, we will get you the answer.
And what Lewis wrote down that he wants also for everybody to know, these all-inclusives are not only great for you, they're great for families. And they want everybody to know that. And right now, maybe you get onto something for the holidays. And you can talk to them and you can give your whole family a trip of a lifetime. And you know what? They say these down payments that you put on could be as low as $1 on up to $900. You said 99 or
$99.
Oh, I'm sorry,
$100.
See, I'm having trouble myself here too. But so $99 up to $900. But depending on what it is a deposit. They are non-refundable, but they want you to enjoy and they want you to be excited about it and not have to cancel. But their phone number to call direct, it's 480-297-4964. You can check them out. It's travel help, the number 4, the letter U.com. Real quickly, what are your final words for today?
Thank you for letting us come back, Carol.
I'm happy to have you here. And what they're wanting to get out the word, they said before they came on, how do we get the word out and for people to understand that there's a sense of urgency when it comes to traveling? And they want you to call them. They want to sit down and talk to you. It is no charge to you to do that. And you know what? Everyone that talks to them all say the same thing. I'll never do it again myself. So you'll be happy as well. You can call them direct. The number is 480-297-4964. Their website is travel help, the number 4, the letter U.com. And you could call in here and get that $100 gift card towards your travel, 602-277-5369.